Hey, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day today. I am having a relatively good day. There's so many things that are in my mind right now of things I have to do, and I haven't really haven't gotten them done. I have been extremely tired. Baby girl's still with me, and I know I only have a couple weeks left or so. So there's just all these things are just going through my head of, oh my goodness, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. But I forgot how tiring this last month is. And so I've just been very tired and I really haven't been doing as much as I have needed to do it, which is probably why they recommend to do this beforehand. But I wasn't feeling like doing it then either. So here I am, just kind of like scrambling. I really only am trying to get the main things done, like making sure I have her stuff and my stuff for when it is time to go, and I don't have like a huge list or anything, and just I think that's like the number one thing, and then everything else is just kind of trying to keep the house as orderly as possible so that it's not a huge mess. But we shall see. Either way, I'm super excited because that's just what's been going on lately. I wanted to do this journal last week, which I think this is journal number 7. So welcome to any new ones who are watching. Feel free to watch the other ones that I've had. I also put out the fall inspiration one of just the items that things that I plan on working on and inspirations of just what I'd like to kind of get going. So that was an exciting video. It was a little bit, it wasn't like all over the place. I think because it was a different kind of video, my thoughts were everywhere and I felt like I was using the same words over and over again. So hopefully it didn't seem that way, but I had a great time making that video. I hope to make one, not hope, I plan on making one for wintertime because that's going to be a video on its own. You know, it's going to have different things to wear. Either way, I'm excited, but let's not jump too far ahead because that is several months away. Well, I should say a few, not several, a few. So yes, this journal, I was saying I wanted to post it last week, but like I said, I'm going to be realistic here. I've just been tired. Didn't, 2 videos for the week was going to be too much for me to do. So I just chose to stick with the fall inspiration one for last week, and then this week, this will be journal 7, I believe. So yeah, it's very exciting. I don't know if the next ones will be up or anything. Just FYI, if you don't see one next week, or maybe you do, maybe you don't, that will be a hint that I probably am having baby girl or had baby girl. Who knows? I'm not sure. She could come at any point now. So very exciting. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have no finished objects today or for the week or anything. Most of it is still work in progresses, and that's okay. I did, as you guys know, I joined the Joji Fall Cal, and I started her Puntilla Pullover. So I'll start with that one because that one has been super exciting, and I've been working on that one a little bit more for some reason, probably because it's the Cal and I want to be there and be just part of it. So I've been working on that one the most, and I'll show you how much I've gotten. I didn't think I was going to have this much, but I'm very shocked that I have this much done. But at the same time, I'm sorry, let me just fix it so it doesn't look so it looks a little bit prettier. Okay, so here it is. This is what I have so far for this pullover. And at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit, the instructions are pretty clear, but like I said, I am fairly newish to the sweater making or knitting area, and so slowly, like, it just takes me a little bit to sometimes kind of understand, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And it does help that there is this cowl because then of course sometimes other people ask the same questions, or there's something there to kind of help you out. But yes, this is, you know, a sleeve here, so that's kind of cool. You know, you can see the neckline. I'm just really loving it so far, and I love the color. I think the color is so fall-ish, and I think the other color that I picked that I showed you guys is going to go really well with this. So this is not for me. So if you're looking at it and thinking that's kind of small, yes it is. I chose to go with a size small because the colors that I picked, the yarn that I picked and the colors, I was only going to have enough for a small size, and I was okay with that. I want to make one for myself, but I think I was okay with just making a small and starting off that way to kind of get the idea, you know, get the plan, not the plans, but it was my first time making this, so I think it always helps when you make it one time and then you kind of already know what you're doing for that next time, and so on and so forth. It just gets better and easier as you make an item more and more times. So I think that on the next one, I will be making it for myself because I really do want this sweater for myself, and I will make it with colors for me and everything. But this one, I mean, I love the color of this. I just don't know if I would personally wear it. I mean, kind of like just even looking at it, I don't know. But it is so beautiful. And I mean, it kind of does show it on camera. And I think once I block it, it'll be better because like right there, you can tell this is where I had the stitches on hold, and then there's like a little line. But anyways, just super happy with how it's turning out. There was a new thing that I learned there that I had not done, and it's called the wrap and turn. So that was, it's a form of short rows. So that was interesting and that was fun because that was something new that I learned, and it's not as bad as it sounds. So, and the most, I think the video or the, well, she doesn't link the video, but she puts it in her instructions of the best was, which I felt was also a good one, because I did look up some YouTube videos as well, but it was the Pearl Soho one. And I think that's the same one that she has on her pattern. So that one was really helpful for the wrap and turn. And everything else was pretty much standard. Other things that I've had already used, like make one right, make one left. And then you had to make one right, left, but purl side. So those I had already done in the past, like I knew about those, but the wrap and turn was new for me. So that was pretty interesting. And it's just interesting, like how designers design this. I mean, it's really awesome, and I think it's so cool. So yes, so that is this is for the Puntilla Pullover from Joji, and I'm currently in the cowl that is going on till November, I believe. September, October, November. Yes. So yes, I have probably another, I'm supposed to knit this until 14.5 inches. And I think I only have, from the point that you're supposed to measure, I probably like have almost 2 inches. So I've got a ways to go. It is something that I plan on taking with me if I need to go to the, hospital or anything. I'm still taking my projects. I'm going to see how that goes, because with my boys, I didn't do that. And of course there was like really no social media during that time. I think the iPhone had just barely come out, so there wasn't really much. So I'm gonna test some things out to see how I do and see if that relaxes me a bit more. We shall see though. So that is one of my work in progresses. The other work in progress that I am still kind of switching off and on with, depending on how I'm feeling that day and what I want to work on, is the Granny Square cardigan that I had started last time. I had already started that one on my last journal. And I've still have a long ways to go. These aren't all the squares. These are all the squares that already have their ends weaved, because I just can't leave them alone. Like I'm trying to just do the squares and just the squares alone, and not like, just forget about the ends, Kim, you know, you'll take care of that later. That's what I'm trying to tell myself, but I just can't do it. So I do like 3 or 4, and then I try to weave in the ends. This is my other little stack of where I have to weave the ends in, and I have, I don't know, like 5, 6, about 7 of them in here or so. So yeah, like I need to weave these in, because I just almost, I mean, I can bring myself to crochet more of these, but it's just so hard because my brain's just like, you need to weave those ends, because if you don't do it, you're just not gonna, you know, towards the end of the project, it's just gonna be a nightmare. And it's, you know, there is sometimes that I'm in the mood of weaving in ends, so I take advantage of that time and do it then, because if I don't, then I just know it's gonna be horrible towards the end. So yeah, so sometimes if I'm just sitting in the car, like waiting for my kids or something, if they have something and I know it's not going to be very long, or you know, just something like that, I will go ahead and weave those ends, because I don't want to start something. I don't know, it just kind of depends, because that's not true. I start things all the time. But yes, so this is going to be the cardigan. It's a granny square cardigan. I'm not sure if I said that already. And it is from Originally Lovely is her, well, it's not her name, but it's what her designs go by. So yes, and I will put the yarn information down below, because I don't have it, and I know that I did show it in my other video. So if you are interested in seeing all the colors that I am using and the type of yarn, you will find them there. And yeah, for my future cast on, which I know this is this is me just reaching, like really just having this goal. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to start it, but it is something I would like to kind of start, just so this is my just in case, because there is a lot, like I said, I have a lot of things that I need to be getting done, but there's just, you know, it's just when the energy goes down and I'm tired, I mean, I'm just sitting, so my projects help me. Because yes, anyways, I hope you know what I'm talking about. But yes, for a future cast on, hopefully sometime this week, just because I would like to give it to a friend, is, oh, I don't have, I shared it in my fall inspiration video, and it's called the Lazy Days Triangular Shawl, and I was thinking about making that, and I was planning on using these 2 colors, which I think are perfect for her, my friend. And let's see here, these are from Jagger Spun. I was gonna say the color. Sorry, I'm so out of breath. My goodness, it's not even like she's up here anymore. She's sitting a little bit lower, but still, I still sound out of breath. So I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. And these do not have, I thought they had names. I was pretty sure they had. Yes, they do. Okay, so this one is Graphite, which is a very pretty gray. Well, it's like it's a shade of gray, but it's more on the slate type of gray. It almost reminds me of rain for some reason. I don't know why, and it's not even raining right now. But yes, and this one's called Wine, and I just think it's a very good mix. I may or may not add another color, because the shawl had different colors in there, so I may or may not add another color to this, but I think it will be, I think these 2 go really nice, and I think that my friend will like them. So this is one that I probably won't start till, you know, a little bit later in the week, but I'm still excited about it. And I'll put a picture in here if I remember to, just so you guys can see what the shawl looks like. And yeah, some of the other things, so that's my knitting and crocheting. I did want to share some other stuff today, because I didn't have too much for the knitting and crocheting, because I didn't have any finished objects. And I've been meaning to share this, and I keep forgetting, but this has to do with more sewing now. So if you are interested, you can still hang out with me. This is something, you know, what I find about sharing these things with you too is that it really just helps me kind of get, you know, get the stuff done too. I mean, I think that if I was maybe sharing cleaning tips or organizing tips, I would probably be on top of that too. But since that's not really like, I mean, it's my thing because it has to kind of be my thing. You know, you can't not do it. But this is definitely my thing. So all I'm trying to say is that it kind of keeps myself on track and organized and just like, hey, we need to work on this because we want to see the progress. It's just been very helpful, to be honest. Like I didn't realize how helpful it was going to be for me to talk about it and then be like, oh, well, but I want to show you guys my update, you know? So I'm hoping that with this project, that's what happens, because I'm not going to lie, this project has been sitting for, gosh, I want to say a year, but I would not be surprised if it's more. I would have to ask my mom because she would know. It's for my mom. She likes Betty Boop. She's a fan of Betty Boop. And I've been trying to make her a pouch. And the pattern that I bought here, or I don't even know if it was on, I don't even know if I bought it. It might just be on her, because I think I found it on YouTube. And I think it's a free one, actually. I can't remember. But, again, it will be down below. But it's called the Windsor Pouch. Let me see. Yeah, right here. Let me actually put it together. Can we see? Yeah, the Windsor Pouch by So Sweetness. It's a cute little pouch. I'm not really like a, you know, I like sewing, but bags aren't really my thing unless I want it. Like, unless I want to make one. And this one I thought was so cute because I like the boxy shape of it. And just, I don't know. Anyways, I really liked this one. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make my mom a bag. Because when she comes up here as often as she can. And it's just, you know, she could use it as her makeup bag or her toiletry bag. It's just, you know, I had this great idea in my head. And it just hasn't been completed. So I'm hoping that because I'm sharing it with you guys, this pouch will be done next week if you hear from me. So yeah, I went with the Betty Boop. I just chose this one for her inside. I could have chosen another Betty Boop because I have, whoops, and that fell. I should have seen that coming. Because I have other Betty Boop fabric that, well, I couldn't find. I know I have another one, but I couldn't find the other one. But this is, oh, let me separate this. This is the other one that I have. Because it's not very common to see Betty Boop. At least not here. It's really hard to find the fabric. So when I do see it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to get this because my mom, I can make her something. You know, my brain always thinks of, my brain always goes, oh, I can make this. And then it sits, you know. But this will get done. This will get done, and hopefully I do have it done sooner than later. And if it doesn't, it's okay. It will still get done this year. That is the plan and that is the goal. These were just other fabrics that I had together with, in case I make, you know, just for lining. That was my thought process. Well, I can maybe put a lining for maybe another project for her Betty Boop bag, because my mom loves red. So red is her color. So I just figured it would go with, if I decide to make another bag or another little something for her. Excuse me. So yes, so I'm excited to finish this one. I think I messed up on one of these though, so I can't remember which one it was. I was already taking the, I was using my seam ripper to unthread it, whatever, because I know I had messed up, and so yes. So that, I think, is all I have for today. I'm looking around because I want to make sure that I did bring everything. Yes, I think I did. Those are just some of the projects that I have going on, and I hope to kind of get the majority of them slightly done because I know that my time will be a little bit less we'll see. Who knows? I mean, I know it will be. I'm not saying it's not, because having a newborn is, yes, it's gonna be a few weeks before maybe getting on track or getting into a groove or a schedule. I mean, at least I remember with boys, there was a little bit of that, you know, where you just had to get your groove of things. So we shall see, but that is what I plan on working on during this time. And I hope that I didn't go too fast. I was kind of excited though. I'm always excited, and I know that I talk a little bit quicker when I'm excited. So anyways, I'm not even going to keep it too long, because we all know I can take forever to end the video. But this was great. I'm so happy that I did sit down and share this with you. I was looking so forward to doing this week. And I know I have said this the last couple journals, but I think I'm going to now change it to, well, even though I'd like to have my journal days be Wednesday, it's going to be just at some point, because like I mentioned already, my time might be different. So I may or may not be able to do the Wednesday day. So I'll just be happy right now just to have, you know, a video up once a week at any point of the week, because it's just how it is right now. So hopefully you guys understand. And yeah, it was great hanging out, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic end of your week and a great weekend, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. And yes, that is all. See you then.